like to celebrate and welcome here the Deputy Senate President of the Senate, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Jibril is here with us. I welcome you, Distinguished Senator. Thank you very much. Also here, we would like to welcome a member of the House of Representatives, Honorable Hart Cyril Godwin, is here with us tonight. One of Nigeria's finest footballers, over 100 caps for the national team, and continues to regret that Nigeria cannot play in 2 consecutive World Cups. Mr. Joseph Michael Yobo is here with us. I welcome you tonight. Let me welcome here Dr. Doris Uzoka, Anita CFA. I welcome you, Honorable Minister. I totally agree with the Frenzy Band. What some of these projects have done to the FCT is bringing sunshine to the capital of Nigeria. I'd like to welcome here very quickly the son of the Honorable Minister of the FCT back in BK. You can see what your father is doing now. 10 years, 15 years from now, let it be your name that be on the national menu. I welcome you tonight.
Let me welcome Senator Joseph Bear, Chairman Senate Committee on Drugs and Narcotics, and representing His Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, is a former Minister of Commerce, former Minister of FCT, and now Special Advisor to the President on Special Duties, Office of the Vice President, Dr. Ali Umar Modibo, is here with us and welcome you.
Let me welcome the former governor of Plateau State, who's now a distinguished senator and an amazing contributor to national evolution. Please welcome His Excellency Simon Lalong. I welcome you tonight. Thank you very much.
Ladies and gentlemen, most finest president of all.
First, let me say to you, I came nowhere to see.
You are really on your fair. Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, they shall all rise for the national anthem.
much. Let's be seated. Good evening, Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Let me welcome our special guests here. I'd like to welcome the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, represented by the Special Advisor to the President on Special Duties, Dr. Ali Umar Modibo. Let me welcome the Deputy Senate President that is here with us. I'd like to especially welcome all the senators that are here, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, represented by the Majority Leader, Professor Julius Iyombere. Let me especially welcome the Honorable Minister of the FCT, Barrister Chief Eze-Wonyeson Wike CON, the Minister of State for FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood, other ministers that are here, all the people who are in the entourage of the Honorable Minister. Let me especially welcome all the staff of the Federal Capital Territory that are here. I'd like to especially welcome all the local government council chairmen. Welcome all the MDs of companies that have been part of this construction. Let me welcome all of you, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Tonight, we celebrate a milestone. Somebody once said that cities don't speak. But what cities do is an incremental voice that tells you its story. Roads being constructed, bridges being built, communities opening up, people linking up. It is this incrementally that come together to tell the story of a city. And FCT, in the last 31 days, have told a story. So tonight, apart from all of the special guests that are here, I celebrate the artisans, the engineers. I celebrate the staff of the FCDA, the protocol staff, the media people, all of the people who have contributed to make these 31 days very memorable. Very Young is my name, and I'll be not alone here tonight. I'll be here with a broadcasting icon. Always I tell her, if she was in the military, she should be a general. Please welcome Mr. Eugene Abu.
Thank you very much indeed. One of the finest voices in broadcasting in Nigeria, Mr. Very Young. I thank you for setting the stage for this thank you dinner for the successful end of 31 days of projects, commissioning and flag off in the FCT. The Honorable Minister of the FCT, earlier today at the last commissioning in Kubwa, was so excited that he broke into a dance that would be recorded for history for the rest of our lives. That dance is etched in our memory, is etched in the pictures, and it tells us just what it means to do the kind of thing which is pretty courageous for the Honorable Minister of the FCT to do throughout this number of days, come rain, come shine. Ebere has already established the tone. I want you to take a look around you and find a friend tonight, because the Honorable Minister of the FCT says this evening and today is for gyration, not much talking. As a result of this, make a new friend, re-establish your friendship with an old one. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, sir, we're very delighted that you could make it to join us, and of course the Deputy President of the Senate, and of course the representative of the Speaker, our big brother, Professor Iyombere. It's so nice to see you all gathered here tonight. But first, I'd like you to take a look at the ambience of the hall. Just look at the chandeliers. And when this place was being rejigged by the Honorable Minister, people did not know what it was going to become. Look around you. Look at the flowers. This place has been made so beautiful for tonight's event. I welcome you, and I know that music, comedy, dance, and great food will be on the table tonight. I know Ebere has a lot up his sleeves. He does have the band whom he has been introducing and reintroducing, and they have, without a doubt, showed us what tonight is going to be made of. I'm going to ask them to perform songs just now that show celebration. All the songs we used to dance to in our bathrooms. You know, Ebere, the ones like Buga, and the ones like Celebration, and the ones that our boys are breaking down barriers across the world for. You have to introduce the band again to show us that tonight, the reason for being here is the Honorable Minister of the FCT and the Honorable Minister of State FCT saying thank you to all those who have come along with us and have been part of this history. There you go.
Thank you very much. Amazing woman. You will not believe this wonderful broadcaster is also an amazing dancer. Tonight, we celebrate the Frenzy Band, and that's what it will do to all of you. Like I told you earlier, Beethoven once said that of all the goodness in the world, music is the greatest. Shakespeare said, the food of love is music. So tonight, we'll kick off with the Frenzy Band, and they have said the Frenzy will go to the highest level. Frenzy, are you ready? Yeah, take it away.
Everybody, push it up. You don't work, you don't try. You're supposed to be dating. You let them make you perceive yourself and see what I'm about. So when the land saw me, on the sober, super sudden, only by the same let me see, hey, down, let me see you, they will go. Let me see you, oh, down. Let me see you, they will go. Let me show my power. Let me see you. Let me see you. Oh, down. Let me. Oh, yes, I'll be Frenzy. Who's your guy? We get is a guy, not only me. While I'm sexy, I see they like me. I will never leave your side. I will never ever. I dedicate my time to you, Minister. Even in the rock, oh my. We get is a guy to be my chief for life. Say, you're feeling it tonight. Cause that's every day. I get plenty from my mind. Right now I'm with my guys. I know the fear that got my mind. Hey, this is step. She don't see my formation. I know I be combination. 30 inspiration. Now 100 concentration. I'm a guy who follow. God and it's forever. I don't know for my real things. Good for my everybody who's your guy. Now only me one life. See I sleep like this. Rise. I will never leave your face. I will never ever. I dedicate my time to you. Even in the rock and roll. And I'm gonna go to see my chief for life. Say. Say, ooh. picture this world without you in my life. Oh, baby. I want to punish you. See, if you see my baby, you go montage off. Mama get too fine. Don't be back up for your baby. We need some problem. Oh, tomato. Good as in back. Oh, baby. Don't see me.
Thank you very much, Frenzy Band. Sometimes I wish I could sing. Look at that. Some of those songs are so epic that they remind us of exactly what song was playing when you proposed to your wife. It's very important to remember that music is a food of love, like Ebere has rightly mentioned. If it is, so play on. Music remains one of man's most soothing creativities. Harmony, sonorous elevation of musical instruments, and great voices that serenade. What is not to like? And in the middle of this matter, where we like music, since it's a day to celebrate, let's invite now as a professional master of ceremony, there's a lot of movement in the room that tells me something is about to take place that is bigger than the next thing that I'm going to invite. So while we are waiting to see what that is, the Honorable Minister has left his seat. The Deputy President of the Senate has left his seat. We know, of course, that that movement indicates something bigger that's about to take place. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, sir, would like to crave your indulgence as we stall a little bit to see what the end of that movement is. While that is going on, please make sure that the fantastic spread that the FCT has placed before you is majorly enjoyed. I love to cook. I love to cook so many delicacies, even though the Nigerian cooking is my favorite. But I can do Chinese and I can do Indian, and I'm writing a cookbook. What is a Nigerian woman if she doesn't know how to cook? Really and honestly, our mother set the tone for good cooking, and the rest of us followed. I know how to cook several Nigerian meals, and you know, there are quite a few men that are chefs that are giving women a run for their money. We are aware of them. We know that they are there, and every time there's a cooking competition, I get really annoyed when the men come first and the women come second. Women, what are we doing? We have been cooking since. These men suddenly entered our kitchen as chefs, and they are trying to take over. I don't think it's something that we should allow. I'd like to find out what Ebere's view is on this business of cooking. Ebere, you have to talk us through what kind of ofe onubu is your favorite, or what kind of ochoku or obegwa, what kind of gbegiri, abula, what kind of amala is your favorite amala, and whether pounded yam is something that we should eat at our age, but I do eat it from time to time. Because you see this pounded yam, me and pounded yam, we are together. And the jollof rice that we keep talking about, and every time we will say that some Ghanaians are threatening us by saying they are jollof rice. I don't understand. I recently visited Accra. I didn't understand the jollof rice because the Nigerian jollof rice has to be in front. All of us know that the Nigerian jollof rice, when it's smoky, when it's red with tatache, when it has pepper, when they make it and try to make it kwasi, fried rice, half Chinese, half Nigerian, we see that rice and we understand it. But Ebere has not answered the question. Ebere, you have to come and answer this question. Which of the swallows is your favorite? Because if you don't tell me the answer to that question, we may not proceed with these meals that we are eating tonight. So let me hear from my colleague. Is it amala with begiri? Or is it Ibadan abula? Or is it peza? Or is it obegwa? Which one of the swallows is your favorite?
You know, you are a champion in the food area. And so this woman pounds yam for her family. So I wouldn't have the same level of knowledge on food as you do. But I'm national. I eat anything wherever I find myself. As far as I'm concerned, my taste and appetite for food remains very pan-Nigeria.
Thank you, Ebere. You truly have opened the floodgates for conversation about food. We know that in the northeastern part of Nigeria, if you visit Maiduguri, you visit Adamawa, you go to Yola, you'll find that a lot of the food comes with fish. And the fish that they give you is different from the fish that they give you in Akwa Ibom State, where the vegetable is incredible. When they give you vegetable soup in Akwa Ibom, it tastes a little different from other kinds of vegetable soups. We begin to see that the vegetable soup in Akwa Ibom is slightly different from the vegetable soup in Nasarawa. The egusi in Owerri is totally different from the egusi in Kaduna. And you know what it's like. When food is food in Nigeria, we can still taste which part of the country it comes from. Miyan kuka is my favorite in the north with tuwon shinkafa. If you don't have miyan kuka and tuwon shinkafa, what exactly do you have? Because these things are the things that make the world go round. Food is an elixir. When you have food on your table, as the FCT has truly regaled us today with great food, then you have everything. Please enjoy your meal. Make sure that while you are at it, you pay attention to the ingredients as they dissolve in your mouth. Bon appetit. As the food makes its way, it's time now for me to call on the FCT cultural troupe to do their thing. Where is the FCT cultural troupe? Time for you to show that leg walk, to show that you are Nigerians, to prove that you have unity, to show that unity dance that you always do to make us feel very, very, very important. Distinguished Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I am about to give you the information about what the movement was all about. As the Honorable Minister left his seat, I can see from my vantage point the President of the Senate, His Excellency, the very distinguished Senator Godswill Akpabio, who has made his way into the room for this thank you dinner for the successful end of 31 days of projects commissioning flag off in the FCT. Your Excellency, Mr. President of the Senate, sir, we warmly, warmly welcome you. We warmly welcome you. Welcome, sir. Thank you for coming. He exchanges pleasantries with the representative of the Speaker of the House of Representatives. We're very pleased that he has made it into the room. We thank you, sir, for your presence. We appreciate your presence. We really, truly appreciate you in the FCT for all the work that you have done and the time you have spent. On the cusp of your arrival, we were talking about dances and a little bit of food. And we were saying Akwa Ibom vegetable is different from vegetable from Nasarawa State. And if you eat in Akwa Ibom, you will know that there's no vegetable like theirs. We welcome you, sir. Indeed, we are now at the point of having the troupe from the FCT perform. Please take it away.
You are all welcome. We are gathered here this evening to celebrate the great transformation that is happening in Abuja. Abuja, the Federal Capital Territory, is truly a symbol of Nigeria's unity, renowned by its beauty, warmth, and hospitality of the indigenous people of the FCT. The FCT is not just home for Nigerians, but it is a convergent place for diverse cultures from across the globe. Under this current administration, led by His Excellency, Honorable Barrister Nyesom Wike, CON, this great city has experienced a tremendous turnaround. In fact, in the internally monthly generated revenue, this has skyrocketed and turned the face of the FCT around. My people, when it comes to security, Wike is working. When it comes to education, in building roads, in connecting area councils, in the health sector, and all of this is a testament to the President Bola Ahmed TINUBU'S renewed hope agenda to transform the lives of the ordinary citizens of Nigeria. Behold, I present to you the new face of the FCT. Let us celebrate greatness. Let us celebrate unity. Let us celebrate our culture. Let us all come together and celebrate this wonderful administration. Thank you, Mr. Minister.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, FCT Cultural Troupe. What a fantastic kaleidoscope of Nigerian dances brought forward for us to see the dexterity of the dancers. I'd just like to leave Ebere with one word. Let me challenge him. Which of those dances can you dance?
All. All. Yes. Thank you very much. Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the last 31 days have been from one commissioning to another, from one fulfilled promise to another. For months, we have gathered beneath the open sky. We have watched ribbons fall. We have watched doors open. We have watched dreams leave the pages of architectural design and become places where people live, trade, work, learn. Tonight, for the first time, no ribbon will be cut, no flags will be unveiled, no foundation waiting to be laid. All we have tonight is gratitude. Gratitude to all of you, our special guests, as I once again especially welcome the transformative Senate President, His Excellency Godswill Obotokpabio GSON. I welcome you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much. So let me invite the Honorable Minister of State for FCT, loyal, consistent, ever ready to serve the people of the FCT. I'd like to welcome here Dr. Maria Mahmood, Honorable Minister of State for FCT, to formally open this event tonight with a welcome address.
Vice President, Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented by the Special Advisor to Mr. President on General Duties, Office of the Vice President. His Excellency, the Senate President and the 10th Chairman of the 10th National Assembly, His Excellency, Distinguished Senator Godswill Obotokpabio GSON, His Excellency, the Deputy Senate President, Dr. Barrow Jibril, CFR, His Excellency, the Speaker, House of Representatives, ably represented by the Majority Leader, all other members of the National Assembly that are here with us. The Honorable Minister of FCT, Barrister Ezeomoyo Somwike CON, the extraordinary Minister. Honorable Minister of Budget and Economic Planning, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on the well-established protocol. Today is not a day for long speeches. I stand here before you to welcome everyone to this special thank you dinner in compliance with completion of our 31-day commissioning and flag off of tremendous projects that has changed the lives of the people of FCT. We thank Almighty Allah for the blessings. We thank Almighty Allah for giving us the opportunity, the life, and being part of this special occasion and being part of this success. we thank God for this. I want to use this opportunity to welcome everyone and also to appreciate everyone that has contributed in one way or the other. First and foremost, on behalf of the Federal Capital Territory Administration, we have to appreciate His Excellency, the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR. We are under the roof that carries his name. This is part of the project that have been going on round FCT. With the marathon commissioning projects from the city to the satellite towns. Everybody has been touched. So today is a day to appreciate everyone that has been part of this success. From His Excellency, Mr. President, the Honorable Minister, the management and staff of FCT, the National Assembly. Without their support, nothing would have been possible. And then our well-wishers, our supporters, and everyone that has contributed in one way or the other to see that this project has been, all these projects have been completed and also commissioned. Then we're still flagging up all the initiatives that will also touch the lives of our people. So I say thank you to everyone that has come here. And I want to please ask you to be relaxed and enjoy. Today is a special day for everyone. That even the Honorable Minister of State will dance for go.
Wake up, let me see you, let me see you,
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I've never seen the Honorable Minister of State like this. So she has dragged the word enjoy. She has dragged the word relax. This is my first time of seeing her like this. We have achieved so much in the FCT that there is no reason for the Honorable Minister of State not to ask us to relax and enjoy. And she has told you that she herself will be putting her feet on the ground and doing and busting some moves, you know, those moves that we will record for posterity. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, will take a very short interlude. The FCT has shown much love for the people of FCT, as agreed with His Excellency Mr. President to deliver a capital worth its name, worthy of Nigeria's elevated status as not only Africa's largest and most populous nation, but also as Big Brother. According to the Honorable Minister of the FCT earlier today, it's time to gyrate, and I am going to invite the Frenzy Band, but it's going to be very, very short because we just have so much to run through in the program. Thank you very much indeed. Let's do this real quick. We have so much piled up on our program. We want to relax and enjoy. Welcome the Frenzy Band with a round of applause, please.
Yep. One time.
No be you want carry come, gonna you want go carry go. Sisi I carry go. No be you want the look no, gonna you want to know no. Sisi Ferrari yo. Baby sweet, very nice, very good do what the contact. Show my profile, follow the way around me. They walk by, no one from Abuja, say me what you want. Oh, you what you want. Say, oh, you what you want. Oh, what dance away, yeah. Baby, oh, you what you want. Yeah, baby, don't you want to party. When are you want to party? See, I gotta go. Don't be you want to look no. Now you I want to live my life with you, baby. Oh, hey, very sweet, very nice. If you check my bank account, all the one tight. Let go. Show my profile. We are running. What did you put in the back? Don't ever say we go. Baby, oh, yeah, what you Say, is your boyfriend see? So what you go? You can say, is your boyfriend see? So what you go? What I say, is your boyfriend see? So what you go? Say, I know I'm crazy, but say, this is all I ask for you. Say, for you, hey, baby, say, in a paradiso, girl, I'm feeling the, say, for you, hey, baby, say, turn around, my baby, see your lover. Everything I give to you, girl, I don't want it back. Say, I'm ready to be yours forever, no another. Say, no man can take me away from you. Say, I just want to let you know. I just want to let you know. Let's see it. I want to one time. Say, after the reggae, the blues. When you do what's on. Enjoy yourself in the deep blue. Even your mood, that's a mood.
Everybody wanna groove. As far as crazy from the pill. Give me all the pop champagne. Good job. Say, what was the way? You tell her what she did. See money from floor like swimming pool, yo. You give me wings like ready pool. Anything you want to make I do. Hey, I don't be tired of box my pool. Oh, yeah, I'm a master. Everybody, if your body touch your condition. Just say, after the reggae play the blues. They affect you. Enjoy yourself for very good. Cause even your we get a good. Want something, my mother. Oh, yeah, dance for me, my mother. My mother, dance for me, my mother. I like how you brother. I spray you to see the light.
Thank you very much, the Frenzy Band. After the reggae, play the views. After all the commissioning and flag off, let's cool down and relax, like the Honorable Minister of State said. But the voice I heard from her is the voice of a medical consultant cooling down a patient. No panic. Tonight is for Thanksgiving. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of State. Tonight is for total enjoyment, cultural performance, contemporary music, and even comedy. And so one of our comedians are here. Actually, we have two in the room. We have Ambassador Wahala hiding somewhere. She used to be known nationwide as mimicking the First Lady, former First Lady, Patience Goodluck Jonathan. You will enjoy him tonight. But let me welcome here. Some people define comedy as ridiculous nonsense and fine mess. But in all of this, comedy remains an art form in the Nigerian entertainment firmament. Please welcome on stage, Wale Baba.
Thank you. Please, want to clap for me. Honorable Minister, sir, I was told that you did 50 projects. I beg, please help me celebrate, Minister. Help me celebrate him. But sir, the project never completes. It remains one. That is Project Wale Baba. Your Excellency, Senate President, sir, I would like to raise a motion that Honorable Minister should adopt the project of Wale Baba. Those in support say aye. Sir, the ayes have it. So anything you are going to do, just plan them. Anything. You can just say, Wale Baba, take that house or take that car. It's your project. And let me also use this opportunity to appreciate our president for the choice of our own minister. Please, a round of applause for President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Honorable Minister, sir, I used to go to entered Odom. The last time where I go, about a few days ago. Now 5 minutes I take waka from reach life camp. Where do you find go just clear everywhere like that? I think that within the city center, you just walk. I can't still go Buhari. Everywhere light. Minister, I beg, where do you find? Where do you want? What will Kuku give you? I beg, can we appreciate the mother, honorable minister? If you have a mother, appreciate your mother. Appreciate your mother. Sir, when we are growing up, you know when your mother look at you and do like this? Now to come up for the house. But now, all the children, where will they born now? My uncle, they tell him, hey, Junior. They ask him, Papa, say, Daddy, are you okay? Yeah. That time you follow your mother that go the occasion. They go first ask you, do you want to eat? See person where they ask you. You have to go and look at your mother. Now she be the remote control. If your mother say eat, you are safe. But if you hear eat, President, you know what they talk. The slap you will collect after that food, you will know yourself. Honestly, before I go, this is very important to me because Honorable Minister have been doing well, and I need to please help me hold somebody, make a dual prayer point for the minister. Hold somebody before we pray for the minister. Before I drop this mic, you don't hold the person, hold somebody. Raise the person hand. Raise person hand. Now make we pray for minister. Say, oh God, my Father. Say this person that I'm holding. Transfer the money in his account to my account. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Thank you. Thank you. Minister, they call me? Did they call me? He said make I come. Minister said make I come. Minister said, hey! Talk Nadu! Now minister has seen it. Hey! Oh! Without somebody that said, we can guide this.
Construction companies that handled all the projects. 31 days of excellence. 31 days of dedication. 31 days of remodeling FCT. And like the comedian just said, even up to the rural areas. So let me welcome the managing director of the Julius Berger, Nigeria, who turned the city gate into a tourist center, Dr. Pierre Lubach, to please step forward here and speak on behalf of the construction companies.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic, here represented by Dr. Aliyu Modibo Umar. Your Excellency, the Senate President, Senator Godswill Akpabio, GCON. Your Excellency, the Deputy Senate President, Senator Barao Jibrin, CFR. The Speaker of the House, represented by the Majority Leader. Your Excellency, Honourable Minister FCT, Chief Barrister Newsom Beke, CON. Your Excellency, Honourable Minister of State FCT, Dr. Maria Mahmood. Excellencies, Honourables, senior officials here present, representatives of Nigeria's construction industry, distinguished guests, members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, please permit me to stand on the well-established protocol. I must say tonight, it's truly a pleasure to be here. After 31 days of project flag-offs and commissioning ceremonies, I think everyone in this room has earned tonight's dinner at the kind invite of the Honourable Minister FCT. Some of us contractors have probably seen more ribbon-cutting ceremonies in the past days than in the previous years. On behalf of all of the contractors in Julius Berger, I congratulate the Federal Capital Territory Administration on successfully concluding what has been an impressive and historic program. More importantly, I congratulate the people of Abuja, because they are the real beneficiaries of every kilometer of road, every bridge, every public facility, and every piece of infrastructure that has been delivered over the past couple of years. I would like to thank His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu for his commitment to infrastructure, for his commitment to economic growth and national development. The renewed Hope agenda is increasingly becoming invisible, not only in publicity documents, but also in projects that Nigeria can see, use, and benefit from every day. And please permit me to pay a special tribute to the Honourable Minister of FCT, His Excellency Barrister Newsom Wike. Honourable Minister, the Federal Capital Territory was conceived 50 years ago, and Abuja by that time was largely an expanse of bush and scattered rural settlements. Through vision, planning, and sustained investment, it has become one of Africa's finest purpose-built capitals. However, like every bigger city, Abuja has experienced periods of rapid progress and periods where momentum slowed down. Over the past decade, many residents felt the pace of infrastructure delivery and urban renewal had not kept up with the city's growth and aspirations. Under your leadership, sir, that momentum has returned with remarkable speed. Dormant projects have been revived, new projects initiated and completed, and communities across the territory are once again witnessing visible transformation. Congratulations. The scale and pace of delivery over the past 3 years have restored confidence that Abuja's development story is once again moving decisively forward. And anyone who has worked with you, sir, knows one thing: you do not believe projects just gather dust. They should gather people, and the project should serve for the people. And when a completion date is agreed, it is not a suggestion. It is a clear promise, and every contractor represented here tonight knows that expectation from your side. Tonight is therefore more than a celebration of completed projects. It is a celebration of what becomes possible when leadership is matched with commitment, professionalism, and teamwork. This occasion, congratulations again. This occasion is especially meaningful because it coincides with the Abuja at 50 celebration, a milestone that honors 5 decades since the Federal Capital Territory began its journey from bold national vision to living reality. It is an opportunity not only to celebrate impressive architecture and infrastructure, but also the institutions, professionals, workers, and citizens who have collectively built Nigeria's capital. 50 years may seem a relatively short period in the life of a city, yet Abuja today stands amongst Africa's most recognizable capitals and remains one of Nigeria's greatest nation-building achievements. Few organizations have had the privilege of witnessing and helping to shape Abuja as closely as we did as Julius Berger. From the earliest years of development, we have worked alongside successive administrations to deliver many of the roads, bridges, public buildings, and engineering landmarks that define modern Abuja. Without any sense of immodesty, we are proud, I must really say so, that we have been an integral part of Abuja's story from its formative years to the present day. However, tonight is not about one company. Looking around, and I have met many colleagues, I see many respected colleagues from across Nigeria's construction industry. I congratulate every contractor, consultant, engineer, supplier, and skilled worker represented here tonight. Each organization has played an important role in translating the Federal Capital Territory into something tangible that improves daily lives of the residents and visitors alike. While we may compete the contractors during tenders, we are united by a shared commitment to excellence and to building infrastructure that strengthens Nigeria. The achievements we celebrate tonight belong to all who contributed. So congratulations to the contractors. And great cities are never truly finished. They continue to grow, adapt, and improve with every generation. The next chapter of Abuja's story will require the same bold vision that inspired its creation 50 years ago, and the same spirit of partnership that has brought us this far. Congratulations once more on the successful completion of this remarkable commissioning program over 31 days. Happy 50th anniversary to Abuja. Long live the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Long live the Federal Capital Territory. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. The Managing Director of Julius Berger Nigeria Limited, speaking on behalf of all the construction firms that handled all the road, all the projects. And I say you guys have done well. Because all the projects, not only did they show transformation, they showed leadership and they showed execution. I'd like to welcome all of you as we continue to celebrate this remarkable journey of 31 days. The story of the Federal Capital Territory has been rewritten. Let me welcome another contributor to the evolution of Nigeria. She's a medical doctor, a financial analyst, and a wonderful daughter of the nation. She is the Honorable Minister of State for Budget and Economic Planning. Please welcome here Dr. Doris Uzoka Anite, CFA.
President and Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, ably represented. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, represented by Senator Modibo. Your Excellency, the President of the Senate, the Senate President. Your Excellency, the Deputy Senate President. Your Excellency, the Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency, Nyesom Wike, CON, the Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmood, all distinguished senators present, all members of the House of Representatives, all ladies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, please also permit me to stand on existing protocols. Good evening, and it's a warm pleasure to join you to enjoy and to relax. It is indeed a great privilege to join you to celebrate the successful completion of the 31 days of projects commissioning and flag off in the Federal Capital Territory, marking the 3rd anniversary of the Renewed Hope administration. For 31 days, 31 consecutive days, not just 31 days, Nigerians watched as completed projects were commissioned, long-awaited projects came to fruition, and new transformative initiatives were flagged off across the Federal Capital Territory. Day after day, the nation witnessed tangible evidence of purposeful governance and a clear demonstration that when leadership is driven by vision, commitment, and execution, meaningful progress is achieved. Transformation that we've witnessed across the Federal Capital Territory over the years has been remarkable. Across the FCT municipal and the satellite towns, Nigerians have witnessed not only unprecedented pace of infrastructure development, but also a renewed commitment to improving the quality of governance and public service delivery. Please permit me to especially commend the Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, His Excellency Ezenwo Nyesom Wike, CON, for his leadership, which has brought a new level of energy, urgency, and accountability to the administration of our nation's capital. His unwavering commitment to delivering visible, impactful, and people-centered development has truly been exceptional. While roads, bridges, interchanges, and other critical infrastructure have rightly attracted national attention, equally commendable are the significant improvements in healthcare, education, security, sanitation, environmental management, urban renewal, and public service delivery. Hospitals and healthcare facilities are being strengthened, schools are being upgraded, security coordination has greatly been improved, communities are becoming cleaner and better planned, and residents across the FCT are experiencing a government that is increasingly responsive to their needs. I think he deserves a round of applause. Please, many distinguished Nigerians have served as ministers of the Federal Capital Territory, each making valuable contributions to the development of our nation's capital. However, it is fair to say that the scale, the speed, and the breadth of achievement under the leadership of His Excellency Nyesom Wike has been remarkable and has established a new benchmark for public service. The combination of world-class infrastructure, improved social services, and disciplined execution has redefined expectations of what can be accomplished within a relatively short period. These achievements are also a reflection of the visionary leadership of His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, whose renewed hope agenda continues to inspire bold reforms, decisive action, and measurable progress across our nation. The successes we celebrate today in the FCT demonstrate what is possible when visionary leadership at the highest level is matched by capable and committed implementation. I wish to commend the Honorable Minister of State, Dr. Maria Mahmood, the Permanent Secretary, Management and Staff of the Federal Capital Administration, contractors, security agencies, development partners, and everyone whose dedication and hard work have contributed to these remarkable accomplishments. As we celebrate tonight, let us remember that these projects are not merely structures of concrete and steel. They are investments in people. They improve lives, create opportunities, strengthen communities, stimulate economic growth, and reinforce confidence in government. Congratulations once again to the Honorable Minister, the Honorable Minister of State, the entire FCT administration, and to all of us residents of the FCT on this very historic achievement. May this momentum continue as together we build a Federal Capital Territory that is a source of pride for every Nigerian and a capital worthy of being called Africa's largest and best city. We continue to set Abuja as a center of excellence, and we have no doubt that Abuja will become the best city in Africa. God bless the Federal Capital Territory. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of State Budget, Dr. Doris Anite. We thank you so much for describing Abuja as a city that would become Africa's finest city. I have no doubt in my mind. Congratulations all round, and she expresses her delight at how Abuja has turned out, and also to the minister whom she congratulates for bringing a new sense of energy and a new sense of urgency. Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's hear another round of applause for the Honorable Minister of State Budget. If your hands are not busy, please let's clap for her. Thank you. Indeed, it is time now to invite for another goodwill message the Right Honorable Speaker of the Federal House of Representatives, who is represented here today by one who is described as a man of great intellect and a man who understands the meaning of politicking. Help me welcome a man very much after my heart, leader, Professor Ihomvere.
Thank you so very much. The uncommon president of the Senate, the vice president is there. My younger brother, former Fcta minister, Aliyu Modibo. The uncommon governor, uncommon senator, uncommon minister, now uncommon Senate president, the one and only. You know, it's difficult. Chairman of the National Assembly, distinguished Senator Ababi. I greet you. The DSP, my own brother and friend, Senator Barao, I recognize you. Senator Wamboy, I know you were sitting right by me, and I know that we've been discussing a lot of issues. I greet you for your liberal disposition to politics. I greet all the, my party leaders are here. Felix Moka and I used to engage at another level before he moved into politics. I recognize you. From our senators, from our deputy governors, my colleagues from the House of Reps. It is not an accident that River State has a crop of very excellent, hardworking, reliable, dependable, intelligent members of the House. And I can confirm that as leader of the House. It's not a mistake. Let me especially greet another younger brother, Kingsley Chinda. He was with us, but we have sent him to go and do something else. And I'm happy he's here this evening. Ministers are not always very good on protocol. Allow me to say, ladies and gentlemen, I see you there, my brother. And of course, let me just move on with my speech. The speaker would have been here himself, but he had to go to Kaduna after participating in the commissioning exercise today. But you see, a time comes in the history of a nation, organization, community, or constituency when the people must sit and decide, are we moving forward? Are we staying where we are? Or let us make a retreat? And I think Nigeria is at that juncture. And we're happy to have a president who has the capacity, the sense of mission, and sense of vision. And I said this not because I want to impress anybody here. I was in exile with him for 12.5 years. And I was in Lagos with him when he was governor. I know he's thinking. And he has demonstrated to Nigerians, you don't have to be a party man necessarily. If you have the competence, the capacity, the ability, the energy to work and deliver, and the track record that we can see and know of, he will work with you. And that is how I'm proud to say my former students, the one and only Yeson Wike, people say, how do you know this man? The liver is born like that. That is him. He will always deliver. Not belonging to another party, became minister. But today, I can stand here and say easily the best performing minister in the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And I'm proud of that, because like our people say, if your masquerade is dancing well, you identify with the masquerade. You may even move out and do a few Atilogu steps with the masquerade. Thank you. But if your masquerade is not dancing well, nobody will remind you to deny that masquerade when it is on the floor. Honorable Minister Fcta, Minister of State also, we want to say, we thank you for your sense of commitment, your sense of duty, the sacrifices, the innovation, the creativity, and the sense of patriotism you have demonstrated in making the FCT the envy of all. Telling some young people just yesterday in the North Open Week, everybody, Tinubu is now doing this, Tinubu that. The states and local governments collect 52% of revenue every month. Every month. The states and local governments. Where they used to share 800 billion, they are now sharing over 2 trillion. And you are still crying about FCT, about federal government. Look at your state and local government. Some states are doing well, some are just trying to pretend around the state capital. But in the FCT here, we have seen monumental, unprecedented, unbelievable transformation, repositioning, refocusing, and redirection, not just of resources, but of policies, of programs, of institutions, and hope. Tonight, there's no too much talk in the evening service. If you talk too much, the angels will just go through the window and leave you there. So it's not an evening for too much talk. But I want to thank our state, all the staff that work with him, for all that you are doing. Finally, I have a friend in Uganda. And I've been telling her, come to Nigeria and see what you are doing here. And then you can compare with your country, though we are not at the same level, but compare. And she always says, no, I will not come to Nigeria. But in the last month, she's been asking me, who is Mr. White? I said, Mr. White. We don't have any Mr. White in Nigeria. She said, Mr. White. That she's been following the internet. And there's this Mr. White. I said, White, why do you spell this your White? W-Y-K-E. He said, no, W-I-K. I said, oh, Wike. He said, is it Wike? I said, it's Wike. He said, man, you got somebody there. Can you deploy that man to Uganda? I said, no, we are not sending him to Uganda. He's going to be there now, in the future, and even forever. We are not sending Mr. White to Uganda. But that tells you that the lesson, the example being set here, the ability to deploy resources to change the fortunes of people, to put smiles in the faces of people, for people who never smelled or dreamt of growth and development, an opportunity to see it with their eyes and experience it live, traditional rulers to have their lands restored, communities, young people to be integrated into the process of growth and development. That lesson is going beyond Abuja, going beyond the FCT, going beyond Nigeria. And we thank you for doing the right thing. I am not disappointed. I am proud of you. You've never let me down, either as a student, as a governor, as a local government chairman, as a minister. You've always been a trailblazer. But I'm happy that you have not deviated from those principles that you and I and others had together in the class theory of state. And you know what we did there. Thank you very much. God bless you all. Have a very wonderful evening.
Indeed. Yes, so Father, that's one of my favorite songs. And when the leader decided to bust a move, you then decided to stop the song. What was that? The Honorable Minister even stood up to provide support, and then the band just decided to fall my hand. Leader, sir, when I grow up, I want to become a professor. Because, you know, when we hold the microphone, we think we can speak English. Then the man decided focused, aggregated. He was just delivering all the words here. Leader, we thank you very much for your commendation of the Honorable Minister of the FCT and his Minister of State, and for the work that they have been doing, and for following through with the theory of state. We appreciate you. Thank you very much, sir. Well done. Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, there is a man who has served his nation, and in serving his nation, not only is he an academic, he's an intellectual. He's a man of many parts, a former FCT minister, and today he's SA to His Excellency Mr. President in the office of the Vice President. I'd like to warmly welcome my brother from the office of the Vice President to deliver his intervention at this time. Please help me welcome Honorable Aliyu Modibo as he makes his way forward to deliver his intervention. Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much. My boss, the President of the Senate, he will tell you later how he became my boss. The Deputy Senate President, the Leader of the House, the representative of the Speaker of the National House of Representatives, distinguished senators, members of the House of Representatives here, honorable ministers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. I'm here representing His Excellency, the Vice President, Senator Kashim Shettima, GCON. This evening, around 4:30, we were in the office, and sadly he summoned me and said that something came up. He wanted to be here badly, but something came up that he has to go on an urgent mission. And he asked me to come. I said, me? He said, yes, sir. And I was glad because it's so befitting. Come to think of it, exactly this month was when I was appointed FCT minister 20 years ago, in 2007, by late President Umaru Musa Yar'Adua, of blessed memory. And I can tell you, the Vice President, I asked, I said, sir, this is late. Where is the speech? He said, go ahead and speak a tempo. I said, should I give Minister Wike a peer review? He said, if it is befitting, so be it. And I want to say up front that Honorable Minister, among the fraternity of ministers of the Federal Capital Territory, in my view, you are among the top 3 that have performed very, very well for the territory. And out of these 3, I am not one of them. But if you are curious, you want to know, sir, but I already know you know. In my view, in my assessment, the best 3 FCT ministers ever, the first one or second or third, you may arrange them anyhow, was ABM Hamza Abdullahi. Because Hamza Abdullahi came with General Babangida and they brought first-class infrastructure here. You can see in phase 1, the conference center. And then the second one, in my view, is still alive, General Gado Nasco. He also did fantastically well. These 2 gentlemen brought all these first-class contractors, JB, Dantata and Sao, and the rest of them. And then now we have Honorable Minister, His Excellency Wike. Your Excellency, I will not take too much time since this speech is not prepared. But like I said in my peer review, we met when you were just appointed and in person. I told you, I said, sir, Honorable Minister, you are a bulldozer, I know from your precedence. I've been following you when you were governor of Rivers State. You are a doer and you have courage. There are a lot of difficult things to do in the territory. It has to take courage. And one of them, sir, if you recall what I told you, was please fight and return the allocation of FCT to the first church, where we get the founding fathers in their wisdom, because they know the enormous tax of building the territory, was to give 1% out of the consolidated revenue fund. But when my former Oga and just of my big brother, Professor Hembre, were having a running battle with the National Assembly, they did the Baru and took that away, and then classified FCT and said that FCT is a federal government project. But in my view, FCT is a federation project. It belongs to all of us. So, sir, please, before the end of this January, and I have a feeling, inshallah, you are coming back as minister again, because 4 years, 4 years is not enough for you. 4 years is not enough for what you have started. And we are lucky there are a lot of members of the National Assembly here. And you are sitting next to the Senate President and the DSP. Please give us our 1% back, direct allocation, so that we can build this territory, have more rail service. You know the regional areas are still not built up. So there's a lot of work to be done. And we thank Mr. President immensely for giving you this opportunity to serve our country. I want to conclude by this observation. That the FCT ministers are classified in 2 categories. Those that have complete trust and support of the Mr. President, the boss, and those of us that really, well, by the way, Mr. Wike, you are very lucky. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has given you trust, and he is letting you walk. Do you want to know a few of the other ones that were very lucky, like Minister Wike? If you take Hamza Abdullah, like I said, had complete trust from IBB, Garo Nasco, Jerry Husseini, Nasru El Rufai with President Obasanjo, Bala with President Goodluck Jonathan, Muhammadu Bello with President Muhammad Buhari, and then now Wike. All of us are by the way. And so, but we thank them anyway for giving us the opportunity to serve. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. We continue to pray for more success for this government and for the Federal Capital Territory. Thank you very much.
You are making me frenzy tonight. Thank you very much. Your Excellencies, agreement is agreement. Can we be quiet a bit? Thank you. Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the peer review of Dr. Modibo is quite interesting, coming from a former FCT minister. Ranking the ministers, he didn't put himself there. It shows the amazing work the current FCT minister is doing. Can we put our hands together for the FCT minister now? We appreciate you. Thank you very much. So we'll divert a little bit, and I'm happy that the former senator
representing the FCT, Senator Philip Aduda is here. Let me invite, to make him happy, let me invite the Gbagi dancers to step forward. 3 minutes. Are you guys ready?
Baba Tinubu is a go, is a go, is a go. Minister Ajia, FCT is a go. Allah de Abaki, Duru Maganjue, Amiza Duabae, Ayabaji Kubabado, Ayaza Jazabalo, Dadabalo, Abajara. Sanate Musami, Dada Basha Kwala Gaza, Jua Bashanuba, Alani Abaki, Adaza Bawawae, Ayabaji Yabelo, Mawade, Shabo Gaye, Dada Abazamui, Oponugo is a go, Filia Duda is a go, Senator is a go, Senator is a go. Kaya Shakobagu, Admizabi Wapae, Ayabaji, Isami, Minister Shiarello, Nambaji Walla Sukui, Ngaiseko, Ilata Wamaneva, Wabajata no Baibu, Aya, Aya, Yoshe, Akaja Ilata Wamaneva, Gata Bajata no Baibu. Senator, you are my gay. Atazabawakaewa, Senator Miyaji, Musamula, FCT Minister. Wike, Chocolagawo, Dada Wike now go there, Wike now go there, Wike now go there, Rogo Bazuna Mage. Melata for my way. Somebody come on, Drabadama.
Hello.
No power.
To show his skills as a homeboy. That dance, if you challenge me, I can't dance it. He's truly the son of his parents. Let's give Senator Aduda a round of applause. We're experiencing some power challenges here, but because we are broadcasters, we will do what we need to do. Ebere, we have Ambassador Wahala for 3 minutes. Am I correct on that?
Yes, yes.
Now, until the power cut is restored, I don't think Ambassador Wahala can speak. People don't have sound either, because if there's cuts, they can't play, can they? Ask them. Your Excellency, somebody stepped on our power cable and we're restoring it. Somebody stepped on our power cable. Apologies. Unity dance should be dancing now. Show what you're learning. Even DJ can play. They shouldn't go to the VIP again. Tell them. agenda. Apologies for that. Somebody stepped on our table. But now we are back and running for the FCT. Thank you, Dina, for a successful end of 31 days of project commissioning and flag-offs. And we now have a very
Thank you very much. As Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, what I want to do very quickly, our time is fast spent tonight. Let me welcome our second comedian tonight. One of the finest, not just in FCT, but across the country. Please welcome here, Ambassador Mahara.
Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's hard to come out with people. Honorable Minister, I won't get back to meet anybody now because Nigeria are happy now. That wicked do. Once I post, I'm gone. But today, we are happy. Senator Philip Abuga, you see what you wicked they do. When you come back, hey, stop that musical. When you come back, do well. The Senate President, I borrow from Waiting. Sir, I only promise myself two things. To shake hands with you, the Senate President and Senator Philip Abuga. So, sir, with permission, no, that's when you give my second data, you don't cause family problem. People they shall say that dollar, now they give up. Meanwhile, there are 2 bonds of 100,000. So my own should be increased. Yeah, because you have done well. No, I just want to shake your hand. I don't need money. I will give you money. You have worked. You have worked. The money that we collected from fuel subsidy is the money that you're using to do our work. And we are telling you that I will dash you money. Wicked. I'm dashing you money. Take. From the depth of my heart. Take. No. Yes, wicked. I just sow a seed of my house rent. And every seed should germinate multiple. So I gave you 100,000. So 100,000 times 10. That should be what? 1 million. Those in favor say aye. Thank God the Senate President is here. The ayes are wow. You said God? No. Senate President, what did you say? No corruption. When I was the breadwinner of my family, because you will say no, as no. My honorable minister for state, all the resources when they insult me for social media say I delay your payroll, I will collect the money. Senator Omabua, I work for your younger brother in Love FM, but I know I will come to you later. Senator Philip Abuga, where are you? Bring which money? Please. Honorable Minister, sir, I want to be the first to donate campaign money for Senator Philip Abuga. So I'm doing it in your present camera. Please record it. I know you go to your house. What a mighty God we serve. What a mighty God we serve. And everything for so you need to have a land program. Any real estate agent support me so I can take it to video. Thank you, I enjoy the rest of the night.
Well, Your Excellency, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Wahala should go and you come and pay right there. He must pay title.
Yes, we have no love for our farmer. He has to pay the tax.
Your Excellencies, tonight we are not just celebrating the engineers whose calculations resulted into a project. We are not just celebrating the architects who imagined what did not exist, the contractors who persevered, the workers who worked, the security agencies who protected the sites, and even the communities. We are also celebrating a great leader, an amazing man. Your Excellencies, let me welcome here the quintessential Mr. Project, the man after our very heart, an amazing leader. Welcome here, the President of the LTT, Vice Chancellor, Ezemon Nyesomuke, CUN.
Mr. President, everyone presented by former uncommon governor, former uncommon minister, and now uncommon Senate President, Bosu Obama, former commander of the Order of the Legend. Your Excellency, Mr. Vice President, the Honorable Vice President, former Governor of Borno State, Senator Shafiq Kasira, Grand Commander of the Order of the Legend, Representative Madam, my senior colleague, Mr. Moribe. The Speaker of the House of Representatives and Governor Advance, PhD, Grand Commander of the Order of the Legend. I'm represented by one of the brightest minds. I'm proud of him. I'm one of those who wants to know, like he said, and I don't know time to talk about it, the chair of state, Professor Julius Ibrahim, leader of the House of Representatives. My dear friend, the Deputy Senate President, always smiling, very supportive and dependent on to the Senate President, Senator Buhari. Our senior senators there, particularly my own brother, Senator Rowe. Hey, big man! I'm big man! You are known. Senator Osita. National. Senator Waka Rowe. Senator Owo Senator Adam Family. But I hear former Deputy Speaker of the House of Representatives, Prince Chukwuemeka Nuchi. Our members of the House of Representatives, leaders of political parties, here, my dear sister, very supportive, and very, very dependable minister of state FCT, Dr. Mahmoud. Our dear traditional leaders, of the NUPRC, my dear brother, Senator Magusingei Abbey, all chairmen of parastatals and agencies, EDs that are here, members of the state assemblies that are here, chairman of area councils that are here, our dear youths, our dear women, before I make mistake, let me recognize
You are the only one.
the mandate secretaries, permanent secretaries, head of service, chief of staff, all of you from the FCTA that are here. And our dear brothers and sisters, my dear brother Ebere Young, my dear sister Eugenia Abu, let them will you get from that place and allow me to recognize them, who have been with us for these past weeks to months. I don't know how to thank you. Gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen, I will not recognize the band because the band failed when they are supposed to perform. So, you know, when you do well, we'll recognize you. When you don't do well, go. Let me say something, what has happened this night. My leader, the Senate President, who is representing Mr. President, we were discussing. And when they said, you are coming back as a second time minister, I told him no.
Why?
That the senator representing my senatorial district, Rivers East, Senator Olwale Yesu, now you withdraw when the time calls for change, and then I'm going to run for Senate, and then I will run for Senate President. He now said, my friend, I have told you what you should go and do. You know, because of you, we passed that position in the Senate, you must have 8 years cognitive experience. Madam Brown, my leader, Senator Russell Akpabio, you have shown us love, you have shown us leadership, not only in the Senate and National Assembly, you have shown leadership in the South region. We will continue to give you the necessary support to pilot the affairs of the Senate by the grace of God. My dear brothers and sisters, the Honorable Minister, State FCT, during her welcome speech said, tonight is a night for all of you to relax. Tonight is a night that you don't need to worry yourself. For those of you who was found for the first time, you never believed that she would speak that way. And even when she was stepping, that she said, look, You can see her dancing step. Now, as a medical doctor, it is not every time walking. Sometimes you have to relax. And that's what she has shown tonight, that for all of us to relax. You have given us every support. And that is why the FCT has said, look, from 9th of July, when Mr. President started commissioning projects, assigning responsibilities to the Vice President, assigning responsibility to the First Lady, our dear mother, to the Senate President, to the Speaker, to the party chairman of the ruling Progressive Party, to the Honorable Attorney General of the Federation. We felt we should be able to say thank you for all the support, all the time. I remember there was a day the Senate President wanted to travel. I was with him, with Mr. President. Before that time, he has told me that he wants to travel. I didn't talk. Of course, who am I? If I say anything, I will summon. But somehow, two of us were with Mr. President. And you know, sometimes I told you, continue to pray fervently. Continue to pray very well. When you pray well, God will always answer your prayer. So, Mr. Senate President said to Mr. President, sir, I want to travel for a very important occasion. I want to go to Geneva. I want to do this to represent the country. I was talking to the Honorable Minister, like, look, shift this and this and that.
Okay.
I was calling my God. God answered prayer. You will never fail me today. The Nazi president told him, Mr. Senate President, I am the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. By my order, you will not go and finish commissioning the project. So, you know what he did? He held my hand. The Senate President held my hand. I removed my hand. He held my hand again. He was pressing my hand. I didn't want to talk anything. When we came out, he said, did you tell the President that? I said, did I say anything? I have told you. Anytime you are dealing with people that we have grace, be careful. Be careful. Because God's grace will always prevail. And you didn't travel, that's why you're here today. Mr. Senate President. Mr. Senate President, thank you for coming that day to see Mr. President. And my prayers worked. And that's why prayers all the time. But let me use this opportunity today. When Mr. President appointed Dr. Maria Mahmoud and my humble self in August 2023, after Mr. President's assumption in May 2029, we were appointed in August 2023. When we came on board, first of all, we saw civil service that was so depressed. We saw that things were not working the way they are supposed to work.
One thing in life, if there is no motivation, if there's no motivation for any worker, be it your messenger, be it your ADC, be it your CSO, whatever you may call it, if there's no motivation, if there's no room for growth, you cannot get the best from that worker. You can't get the best. If your ADC, your CSO, your security details do not have hope that they can grow, if your PAs do not have hope they can be anywhere other than where they are, if the person who is even serving you food at home, there's no hope, it will be difficult for you to expect improvement, for you to get the best. And so, I told the Honorable Minister of State, with this state of civil service that is so depressed, what do you think we can achieve if I talk about the New Hope agenda? Bringing back hope to those who have lost hope. What is that was not done that can make them now have hope that tomorrow they will grow? I will find out one thing, that look, you cannot work as a civil servant, you cannot work in the civil service where you have stopped from growth. You can be a director, you cannot be a permanent secretary, you cannot be a head of service. And so when you become a director, you don't care. All you will say, look at my counterparts, look at my colleagues at the state level, at the federal civil service level. They go to permanent secretaries, they get to head of service. But we are just retiring here as directors. It's not as if they are more intelligent than rods. It's not as if they are more committed to working than us. But what is our own offense? What's our own sin? That we're employed in the FCT as civil servants, but we have no hope to grow, only to remain and retire as a director. I want to, Mr. President, as a son, you said that this year government is going to be a new hope. And what is the new hope, sir? If we cannot change the fortunes of people, if we cannot change the status of where they are today, how they will move forward tomorrow, or how they will grow, Mr. President said, okay, what do we do? As a son, there's a law that was signed in 2018. That bill was passed by the National Assembly and it was assented to by Mr. President. Of course, when Osinbajo was the acting president, it was assented to. If you can allow the implementation of that law, Mr. President, the civil servants in the FCT will be happy. They will be proud to compete, to talk, and interact with their colleagues at the states and at the federal level. It's okay. Every promise we have made, we must tell Nigerians we are committed to a 2018 law. It did not take Mr. President 2 hours. He signed it. He said, FCT must have their own civil service commission. And it was done. Even though people at the federal level fought it. A junior person to you. But Mr. Ben said, that is the end of the story. That will not happen again. And today, there's nothing like posting or anybody lobbying at the federal civil service to be posted to be a permanent secretary in the FCT. No. The moment you're a director, you're hopeful that you'll be a permanent secretary. And that's why today we have permanent secretaries in the FCT. It has never happened since the creation of the Federal Capital Territory. Let me tell most of you who don't want to clap, you never pay anybody to enter here. The drink and the food you are eating is free. You must appreciate anybody who has done well. You must appreciate. Today, some of you have your brothers and sisters who were employed in the FCT. They retired as directors. They couldn't be permanent secretaries because of that kind of structure we had. And somebody came in and said, no, we can't continue to have that. We can't stultify people's growth. We can't be an impediment to people's growth. And he did it. Today, permanent secretaries are appointed. FCT has never had a head of service before. There's nothing called head of service in FCT. As a minister, when I came on board, I had a permanent secretary who lived so large, who never took instruction from the minister. Rather was taking instruction from the head of service. All these things are gone by the instrumentality and belief of one person. That's the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The only thing we will appreciate is when you pay money. Everybody you don't appreciate it. But today, it may not be our own turn, but every FCT civil servant who has attained that level of a director is hopeful to be a permanent secretary. Is hopeful to be a head of service. It's very important in life. And that is a man who is committed, who understands that growth is necessary, but you have to motivate it. And Mr. President did that to motivate workers, for them to be committed, to work for the development of FCT. Because why would you tell anybody to be working when I know I won't grow? I have no hope. I'm only going to remain here. When I get to social age, I retire. Nobody wants to do that. So Nigerians do not understand what they have gotten. We have had presidents and presidents and presidents. Nobody was able, nobody had the political will to implement this. It's key. We have Permanent Secretary representing the 6 geopolitical zones. We have had now the 3rd head of service. The first one, with all due respect, the first head of service, with all due respect, where everybody likes to know, didn't come from anybody, from the South. For the South. And luckily, from the state of the Senate President. The second head of service, again, came from the North Central. Unfortunately, as it pleases God, she's late. Very hard-working woman from Abuja. The head of service today is from the Northeast, from Madam Awan. That is the kind of person who understands this country, who believes that all of us will have a stake as far as this country is concerned. Now, the Mr. President did not end there, because we're all talking here. Our brother and sister Ebere and Eugenia said, oh, workaholic minister, workaholic minister of state, FCT this, FCTA this. They're right. They're right. Why is it that we are talking about nothing has happened before? It is nice. Why? Why? We must have to go back. Contractors, companies. The MD of Jones Mega has spoken on behalf of contractors here. And they said, look, it has never been the same. Why has it not been the same? Who made it possible that it's no longer the same? Who made it possible that there's now a difference? We're all gathered here today. We have said, we have had commissioning in the first year of Mr. President, 7 days, second year, 19 days, now 28, 30, 31, as you may say. What was responsible for it? What was it difficult? A man saw. A man said, look, you cannot talk about governance if you don't take governance to be a business. Why? Every businessman wants his business to succeed. So also you want your government to succeed. What was the impediment? When we are doing improvement in FCT, my predecessor, the former Minister of FCT, Modibo, who represents Mr. Vice President, to say, look, yes, I agree. You have the support of President. You have the support of those who were there. Those of you, some of you may not have been opportune to have that privilege, like he said. We are having the privilege. My own is not just privilege, over privilege. Not just privilege. Let me say so. Yes, budgets are made. Budgets are released under the national budget. But Mr. President said, look, you can not only survive through the national budget, by the approval of the National Assembly of the statutory budget, all funds, all monies you raise is put in central bank in what they call single treasury account. Central bank. You have no access to a wider commercial bank. You cannot borrow money for central bank. You cannot. And so development was stalled, and Mr. President said, listen, I've been in business. I know what it takes business to thrive. And I want my government to thrive. You must go out of this treasury account. Leverage, have access to wider commercial banks. There is no government in this world that can grow without growing. No government. Be for the United States, anywhere you come talk about no government. You can't have enough money. We're not collecting revenue from federal government. We are only collecting our own revenue. Why do you put us in single treasury account? We should have our own money and have access to commercial banks to take funds so we can carry out development projects. I'm not defending my predecessors here, but that was the truth. Making FCT to be a single treasury account was the worst thing any government would do. But Aswadi Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, look, I have seen where your problem lies. You must get out there now. Get out from that single treasury account. Have your own fund. Go to commercial banks. I need to do project A. I need to do project B. How much is it? Project A is 50 billion. Project C is this amount. No commercial bank will give you money when there's no collateral. When there's no collateral, you cannot. So he is a man who has vision, who understands the workings of government and how government can succeed. Today, I want to do Road A. How much is Road A? Road A is 20 billion naira. Fine. I don't have the money with me. I went to commercial bank. Can you give me 20 billion? Commercial bank will ask you, how do you pay? Because they are business people. How do you pay? I said, I have my revenue. This loan will be taken for so number of years, but collect every month so amount of money. And the man said, I'm in for it. And they'll give you loan. And they're collecting the IGR monthly. And the jobs are moving on well. Today we're all gathering. FCT has changed. Yes, this has changed. What have been provided? Bridges are built. Roads are done. Who was the person who thought of it and said, look, you cannot move on if we do not get you out of this field? He will say, monkey the job, monkey the job. How does monkey job? If still no near, if believe in us, if we're not close to Mr. President to give him the assurance that this can be done, Mr. President will not have agreed. So look at the Senate President is here, represent Mr. President. Mr. Modibo is here, represent Mr. Vice President. The Deputy Senate President is here. The Speaker is here. be represented by one of the best brains we have had, Professor Julius Ihonbere, and all of our senators and the rest of them, my sister, our Minister of State Budget. It is not, you see, for me, everything that we have achieved, all the accolades should go to Mr. President for having a president who knows what to do in order to move this country forward. Today, the Honorable Minister of State and myself, we are happy. We are jumping. Direction. How would that have been direction if we never had a president who thinks? How would we have a direction if we don't have a president who means well for the rule of FCT? How would we have a generation when you don't have a president who's about development? So Mr. Modibo was right on one part about getting support of Mr. President, maybe to run budget. But he didn't talk about removing you from the main cancer of being in TSA. That was the cancer that was an impediment to the development of FCT. And so I'm not going to criticize or say that there was no minister of FCT that had no vision. No. It's one thing to know what to do. It's one thing to have a leader who understands you, who also means well. And that is the difference between Bola Ahmed Asuwaji and any other person. So, we are so thank God Almighty that we are here. I'm not sure that FCT has been able to call contractors. Look at them, Daniel. Can you stand and take a bow? I don't know your names. I see Oyibo, I see Black. I don't know. Please stand and take a bow. Now sit down. Sir, I can tell you one thing. There's no contractor. No matter how handsome you look like, no matter how beautiful you look like, but will put their money when they have no confidence that you pay. They are businessmen. They are here to make money. But they want to put their money where they know tomorrow they can get their money back. Anybody who has worked with us will know that it's not been easy. All these companies there, I know how the commitment they have made to see the success today. I want to sincerely thank them using George Berger that appears to be the oldest amongst them here. I thank all of you. You've done very, very well. To work with me has not been easy. To work with me has not been easy. Because I know that you mean well for FCT. And that's why today we are commissioning. It's because of your commitment. Let me assure you, we will never abandon you. We will continue to work with you as development partners as far as the FCT is concerned. Mr. President, some people would not want to appreciate the fact that Bola Ahmed Tinubu came into office May 29, 2023. I like comparison. Comparative analysis is very good. You can abuse me, yes. Yes. You can abuse him, yes. You can abuse her, yes. There's no problem. We're all human. Now, I want to ask, and it is true. Military period and civilian period can never be the same. Military period and civilian period can never be the same. Military is dictatorship. Yes. There is no legislative arm of assigning the military. Under a civilian government, democratic government, you have executive, legislature, and what? And the judiciary. Under the military, anything you say, anything the president says, or what you call alpha council, anything you say is carried. But here, our budget, I will send my proposal to Mr. President. Mr. President will send the proposal to the National Assembly. National Assembly will say, Mr. Senate President, you know, there are no details of the budget. They've not told how they're going to get their revenue. Mr. President, can we step this budget down? Under the British government, I've done that. I want to spend 10 billion, it's approved. Here, it's not the same. And so, comparatively, when we are talking about achievement, we have to say, under democratic setup and under a military setup, it can never be the same. If today, I will send our budget to National Assembly, let me tell you, I should come tomorrow here and see the different thing. But because we must go to the National Assembly, they must scrutinize. Because they are the representative of the people. They must scrutinize it. They must. Whether Senator Babio is sitting, Barra will sit. Whether the Speaker will sit, Benjamin will sit. Anyhow you look at it, they will look at it. Item by item, line by line. But under the military, no. Moment they approve. This one, they will tell you, Mr. President, we are going on break. We are going on break. You cannot tell us to sit. We are going on break. If you want us to sit, you know what it means. So we can sit like that. So we agree. I think comparatively, what Bola Ahmed Tinubu has done, I will continue to do is unprecedented. It's unprecedented. Leadership. I have said before, most of the projects that were completed today are not projects awarded by this administration. 70% of the projects are projects inherited, and it is leadership. We cannot abandon these projects. These are projects from public funds, projects that will impact on the lives of the people. We cannot. I will not sit here as Mr. President only to award projects and abandon all other projects that are awarded by previous administrations. I'm happy today. Let former people come and see those projects they are awarded and see whether they have been completed or not. That is different between Aswaju, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and other administration. The only project today I can tell you that has not been completed is the project that was awarded in 2014. I license. Every project that was awarded before this administration came in FCT here in the city, we have all taken it and completed. And like I said, please do us a favor. It doesn't matter the group you belong to. It doesn't matter the association you belong to. You can be A, it can be in C, it can be in D, it can be in E. Challenge us that these projects were awarded under our tenure. When I mean our tenure, not our own tenure. Their own tenure. And we abandon it. Come, challenge us. If we have abandoned, I have said here, the only project that was awarded in 2014, which is the ISAN given to CGC. In fact, the one that was given to Jonas Berger, D6, D12, far back, as in 2009. As we came on board, all are completed. So, and you know, we talk about empirical evidence. Seeing is believing. Most of the projects here were all abandoned. Mr. President directed, listen, we cannot continue with this. Go and finish before we award new projects. I'm happy. The ITES Fcta is making them. Yes, it's making them. He's happy that during his own time, projects have been completed. We came, the railway was not working. It was not working, no problem. Look at this place where we are. Look at where we are today. I know that when we finish the Mr. President was to come to commission, people said, oh, Mr. President, you're not the one who built it. See where we are. Mr. President, you were here. When we were to inaugurate the ECOWAS, it was embarrassing to Mr. President. It was embarrassing to you. Just like this side table here. Mr. President called you. What kind of this guy can Nigeria, as the head of Africa, have the guarantee? Today we are. Because the point is, when you have a leadership that's focused, a leadership that's committed, you get the results. What Mr. President has shown, I am available, I am committed, I'm willing to change. And then what is done? Most companies today, do you understand? I can tell you today, most companies don't wait for FEC to award the contract. The moment they say we are sent to, they say, sir, we know that FEC will work. We know you will pay. Confidence in governance. Confidence. So, we're very proud. And that's why when I look at people, when I see the list of those who are booking for Bola Ahmed Tinubu and International Conference Center, I laugh. After I would approve it, go and use it. When you use it, come back and tell us the difference. What is good is good. Bola Tinubu has shown that he means well for this country. So I thank all of you for coming. The civil servants, I thank all of you. The chief of staff and his team, I thank all of you. I've always said it is not easy to work with me. It's not easy. For you to work with me, you must know that you have to. It's not easy. I'm sorry the Senate President knows that it's not easy. Each time our budget comes to National Assembly, you don't waste time. Some people think that, oh, why are they approving our budget again? Because they know what the result will be. We will not disappoint you. It's a club of area council. It's a club of the state. This is, Mr. Senate President, this one state. You can go home and sleep with your two eyes closed. The Rainbow Coalition will consume anybody. Anybody. So we are very happy. We thank you. And let me assure you, we will not disappoint you. We will not disappoint Mr. President. We will not disappoint Mr. Vice President. We will not disappoint Senate. And we will not disappoint the Speaker. We will all do everything humanly possible to make this country to be great again. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, Your Excellencies. Representative of Africa's most populous nation for providing the support for him to do. He goes around exchanging pleasantries now. Let's give another resounding round of applause to the Honorable Minister. To those for dinner, to begin the silver service to the top table. Silver service to the top table. Quickly, we would like to make a few consultations now before we call up the next speaker in the House. The various construction companies that are here to please step forward. Various construction companies that are here. Manager, you can make your way this way. Other construction companies, please come forward. Come through the front of Mr. Senate President representing Mr. President, and the SA representing Mr. Vice President. Other construction companies should please keep coming forward. This is a congratulatory message to the contractors and the construction who have been up and doing in all the projects that have been going on in the FCT. And at this moment, they're here to say hello to the representative of the President, representative of the Vice President, Deputy President of the Senate, and the representative of the Speaker who are here. In the meantime, I'd like to invite those who are providing dinner to please provide silver service to the VVIP in the front row now. Can those serve the people in the front row, and I'd like to call on those responsible for dinner to please step forward on this matter really quick. Ebere, I'd like you to give an overview of some of the things you've heard today while we're preparing for dinner. Mr. Ebere Young.
Nobody removed you.
President.
You understand? But you fail to provide any kind of basis for leadership for the party when you are in there. You cannot come back one day after to take any decision. Like Buhari now, come now. No matter the kind of emergency we get, you cannot resurrect his tenure. It's so bad. Hey, are you? I'm not sure 1 minute. I want to go.
Your Excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it's been a wonderful night with the been accompanied by others.
To God be the glory. Let me acknowledge with profound gratitude the President's Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, his dear wife, and also acknowledge her brother, the Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, distinguished Senator Kashim Shettima, ably represented by the former Minister of the Federal Capital Territory, my own brother, my compatriot, Aliyu Modibo, the Deputy Senate President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, and lecturer who Olakawogu, Consamson, Senator Ipia, Senator Nyekambasi, the leader, Senator Boyin, and of course, the civil Senator Dandese, the civil Senator Lalong, and former governor and former DG, the civil Senator Zunaso, the civil Senator Agop Delaware, and of course, all other members of the House of Representatives who are here, including the former Deputy Speaker and my in-law, my brother, our party chief. I want to recognize members of the National Working Committee. All that is in power and doing the great things that we are seeing in the FCT. This is your work and this is your day. So I used them. I used my brother Giadom, the National Vice Chairman of South-South, Chairman of South-South, the National Vice Chairman of the APC in Nigeria, and my brother, the National Public Secretary, and former Senior Prefect of Federal Government College, Port Harcourt, my brother Malka. I'm happy to see you. You know, I was once a Senior Prefect in that same college, so it's my privilege to see you. The protocol is quite long, and the night is exhaustive, but I will not fail to recognize the ministers who are here today and the chief hosts of this occasion. My Mariam Mahmoud, medical doctor, turned politician, and Minister of State, doing so well. I don't know where the chief host is, but if he is within the hall, you will know that I have recognized him. The story I wanted to tell, I will only tell when I sight him. Is he here? Where is he? Oh, you changed seat. Okay, let me now, I'll tell you the story now. So, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished people of Rivers State who are very proud and who are here in their numbers. traditional rulers of the FCT, the contractors, led by my good friend, by the chairman of the governing council of Rivers State University, chairman of the board of trustees of the surviving People's Democratic Party, the Wicked faction. They have survived. Senator Mao Habua, I congratulate you. Chinda, I won't recognize you so that they will not say we came for campaign. But I see you in the Rivers State Government House June 1st. Congratulations in advance.
They don't want to come here and I think they come out. They don't want
critical stakeholders. Tonight turns out to be a night given to God Almighty. So I'll start by thanking God for our lives. I'll also thank God for the survival of Nigeria many years after. I also thank God for the residents and the indigenous to the Senate. I also recognize him. I'm happy to represent the President. I have represented the President at over 10, 15 commissionings in the Federal Capital Territory. And each time I used to wonder, why should the Federal Capital Territory become the poster ministry of the administration? Why is there so much success? Why are they making so much progress? I realize it tonight. It's because the leadership of the Federal Capital Territory today, from 2023 August, recognizes God as the ultimate, and secondly, gives glory to whom glory is due. The indicator and the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The partnership between former Governor Wike, now Minister, and the current President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, the partnership is producing results. The partnership is solid. The partnership is full of trust. And the partnership is full of mutual respect for one another. And the partnership is also totally ingrained in not just gratitude to God, but also in the development of Nigeria as a whole. What is happening in the Federal Capital Territory, a fraction of it is happening in many states of the Federation. Today, the states are praising the President for his belief in true federalism, that every money that goes into the Consolidated Revenue Fund of the Federation is shared in line with the Constitution of Nigeria. Many states are not taking loan from many banks now to execute projects, and no state is taking loan to pay salaries. This was not the case before. There was a time in this country when even teachers in primary schools were being owed salaries for up to 1 year plus without payment. When we came here, about 87% of the country's revenue was being used for fuel subsidy. And all that is gone, just because of one man. You are able to interpret his vision for Nigeria through the Federal Capital Territory. That is what the President is saying. And the Senate and the National Assembly concurs with the President that through our oversight function, you are doing And then my brother, former Minister of FCC, Modibo, you didn't want to tell them that even if you stayed for 10 years, you would not have succeeded in anything. You didn't want to tell them. The truth is, under your short tenure as Minister of FCT, your Minister of State was fighting you, and your Minister of State happens to come. I sat down for over 11 times to try to settle problems between you. Sometimes you will park all these old cars in a low-bed vehicle and block the gate of the FCT. And you start calling me, Governor, where are you? Please, we can't enter or go out. I said, what is wrong? He said, there's a loader, whatever, with old antiquated cars. And the Minister of State said, he will not move this unless you do this or do that. You people fought and fought and fought and fought and fought. There was no time for administration. So I want to use this evening to congratulate the two ministers in the FCT. My brother, former Governor Wige, and my sister, Mariam Mahmoud. Thank you for working together. Thank you for bringing peace to the FCT. I also want to thank you. The President could have given you this responsibility, but you chose to move your pocket forward instead of the FCT forward. That difference. There are many ministries and parastatals, even in the past, that had very solid support from the incumbent president. But the workers and the leadership chose to do what? To move their pockets forward instead of moving the nation forward. So I thank you for your sacrifice and your leadership. Without proper and solid leadership and the partnership between two of you, we will not see the kind of miracles we are seeing here today. Now we look at, of course, we also know that the political party is also different. Today we have the APC, the All Progressive Congress in power. And we have a progressive thinking president. And that is why Nigeria is seeing progress. And that is why FCT is seeing progress. And your band has always been doing very well. And I recognize your young children at the back. And I hope they are watching what you are doing. And the fact that you are making Nigeria proud. And you are making the people of Rivers State proud. And you are making us in the South-South region of Nigeria very, very proud. So Governor Wike, Minister Wike, myself, Senator, I saw him here, Chairman of Magnus Abe, I saw him somewhere, Chairman of NUPRC. Okay, thank you, Magnus. I'm sure you agree with me that Wike is making the South-South very proud. Thank you. Wike, let me tell you something. The South-South region from 1960 or 1959 held the country together economically. Today, with what you are doing, it also shows that working in partnership with an incumbent president, the South-South is capable of not just uniting Nigeria, but showing the way in terms of infrastructure for the country called Nigeria. So we are proud of you. We are very proud of what you are doing. So, Mr. President said that tonight he is happy that you call us together to celebrate and to thank Almighty God for 31 days of project commissioning and the flag-ups, many flag-ups that have happened in the recent years in the Federal Capital Territory. This is not just celebrating an idea. This is to show that public office must leave behind more than headlines. It must leave behind highways. It must leave behind fantastic schools. It must leave behind functional hospitals. It must leave behind bridges. It must also unite communities and leave the communities better than they met it. And most importantly, public office must give hope to the hopeless and give hope to the nation. So permit me to appreciate you once again, our host and the hostess, the Honourable Minister of the Federal Capital Territory and the Honourable Minister of State. In our country, politicians are often accused of mastering one particular construction project. That is the construction of promises. Politicians are always accused of constructing promises very well. But with Minister Wike and his Minister of State, they have chosen a different profession. Both have chosen to construct roads instead of rhetorics, to construct bridges instead of barriers. That is how governance should be measured, and that was my promise to the nation, that I will bring renewed hope to Nigeria. This is the voice of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. So for us here as legislators, we often pass appropriation bills, but every appropriation carries with it a sacred expectation that somewhere, somehow, the figures on the paper will translate into structures that will improve human lives. Tonight, we are seeing what happens when budgets become bridges. We are seeing what happens when policies, such as the change in the policy direction of the administration of Fcta, become pavements. We are seeing where promises become realities and become projects in green. I want to congratulate Nigerians and the Fcta and the entire team of the Fcta and the FCDA, demonstrating that leadership is not measured by how loudly one announces plans, but how clearly the people can see the results of the plans. Of course, anyone who knows Honourable Minister Wike knows that he believes roads should move faster than rumors, and that the surest way to answer the critics is not with another press conference, but with another completed project being commissioned. That is the way he answers his critics. And that is probably why many of the roads were completed before some critics even finished writing their press statements. You commissioned 31 projects before some critics came out with press statements against you. Because we must also recognize that you are also a national leader of one of the political parties in the country. So, ladies and gentlemen, the development of Abuja is not merely an Fcta matter at all. The Federal Capital Territory belongs to every Nigerian. It is the city where our unity resides, where our diversity meets, and where the hope of every state finds a common address. Every new road done here shortens somebody's journey. Every new bridge connects more than communities. It connects friendship. It connects love. It connects unity. And also connects opportunities for Nigerians. Every completed project quietly tells Nigerians that government can still work when vision meets determination. That is why the National Assembly remains committed to partnering with the executive in providing the legislative support and framework necessary to sustain infrastructural development across the entirety of our nation, Nigeria. History teaches us that great civilizations were remembered not by the arguments that held on a daily basis, but by the monuments they built and left behind. Centuries from now, historians, they remember that during the period, Abuja continued to grow. And perhaps they will say that the generation chose construction over excuses. Before I conclude, let me observation. Dinner is a wonderful institution. It reminds us that after the labor comes the celebration. After the sweat comes the satisfaction. And after 31 days of commissioning projects, I suspect that the Honourable Minister finally found one project that does not require another ribbon to be cut. And that is the cake, which the Minister of State was able to show tonight. As a medical doctor, she showed that yes, she is human. See the dance steps, see the way she moved, the way she directed. Honourable Minister of State, thank you for showing us that we can also relax despite the hard work. Please enjoy tonight. Yes. The President is also saying you share in the joy of this celebration. You are a partaker in the transformation of the Federal Capital Territory and by implication Nigeria. I know that tomorrow you will probably wake up in another commissioning ceremony or to go and do another groundbreaking one for Fcta. So on behalf of Mr. President and on behalf of the National Assembly, I want to congratulate all of us, Nigerians, for the 3rd anniversary of this administration. I want to say that yes, indeed, President has delivered, translating his instruction, the presidential vision, into visible progress in our dear nation, in our dear capital. May Abuja continue to reflect the very best that Nigeria possesses. When Abuja continues to reflect the very best in terms of unity, development and progress. May those entrusted with public office always remember that the greatest monuments are not those erected on politicians, erected for politicians, but those built for the people. And may God Almighty bless the Federal Capital Territory Administration, bless the Minister and Minister of State, bless the Permanent Secretaries, Head of Service, bless the contractors who are diligently working for the Federal Capital Territory, and may God bless the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria for his vision, bless the Vice President, bless his administration, and bless all of us in Nigeria who are the beneficiaries of this as Suwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu's renewed in this country. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I thank you all.
Mr. President, represented by the President of the Senate. Thank you very much. We will now take music. Dinner is ongoing. This event is not over till it's over.
Lord.